Well, what you see there is a brand new moon. And if I wait a couple hours, David Blanchfield's moon will go down. It'll be really good star viewing here, except for one thing. Still a lot of clouds around here. Now this is Miller Peak up here. This is actually a very interesting place, and actually I've already filmed up here for my Liberty 72 movie. On a alien planet, they're going to find a very old Earth ship named Liberty 72 up on the top of this thing. It's going to take the locals a while to find it too, because over the decades and generations they've forgotten where they put it. What you see in the background there is my lovely hometown of Sierra Vista. You really can't see it as well as you can from Carr Canyon, but it really is out there somewhere. That would really be more like South Sierra Vista. And the mountains to Bisbee are actually over that way. You're going to see Tombstone out there about where the lightning is right now. We're going to do a follow-up to last night's. I really sounded kind of depressed last night, but every time the media lets Evelyn down like that, I do get very depressed. She's just worth so much more, and we're gonna keep working with the local media. I'm not being passive aggressive here, but it just gets so frustrating. These kids, Jasmine, Chris, they are so much worth your time and effort. Anyways, this is the first weekend I've really started to feel really bad, and that's not good. So I do want to ask you guys for your prayers again. It's getting to the point where half the time I can swallow and half the time I can't, and I'm gonna probably start losing some weight again. If I do, I'm gonna have to use that gosh darn feeding tube. It's right here. You really can't see it, but it comes out of the stomach there, and you have this little I don't know what it is, like a play toy gun or something that shoots. You put water in it or food or whatever, and it shoots stuff into your stomach. I'm probably going to have to use that sooner rather than later, by the way things are going. I'm also starting to lose my voice a little bit, but that's okay. A lot of people are very happy with that. But there comes a point in time when I just got to do what I can for videos to say what I can while I can. I really hope to get this Liberty 72 stuff back up. Right now my days are Monday. I'm at chemo all day. I have tomorrow and then one more week after tomorrow. And so the 8th and the 15th is it for chemo. And I've been missing work all day for those. After the chemo, I've been going over to Banner, is what they call it now. It's really University Medical Center, taken hostage by a buyout from Banner. I showed you pictures on Friday on my birthday of Joe and Mindy. They've really been great. We've worked together to try to get me in and out as soon as possible. And I think I can pretty much anticipate what I'm supposed to do, so they really don't have to guide me very much. But what they have to do is they have these little high, they call them photons, but I don't see any light, but it's got to be high in the X-ray or low in the gamma. They take this little machine, and this machine is mapped out to X-rays they take. And what I try to do is I try to breathe out of my stomach to keep my chest completely. Now you can see my cat port starting to act up a little bit too, but maybe that's why I'm starting to have these headaches and stuff. Maybe there's a blood clot or something broke loose and got up there. But here's where they shoot. They actually draw this cross, and that's awesome of them to do a cross. They shoot them from the side also, from over here and over here. And how they do that, they have this machine that comes about that far from the body, and it just shoots this stuff right to where it's supposed to go. It's really starting to work on the tumor, but it has some collateral damage, and I'm starting to feel that now. So I'm really having a hard time swallowing. I'm going to keep trying to eat as much as I can. The only thing I don't want to do is, I really have to swallow my food really well and make sure I have something to chase it down with. That usually helps if I can't get it down, usually, or I'll just cough it back up. I'm losing weight, and I haven't really eaten very much in the last 3 days at all, so I need to do something. Because I have another, I guess, let me see here. I have another 11 or so radiations starting tomorrow. So on Tuesday, Thursday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, I go in for radiation on the afternoons, and I try to go to work that day and do the full day of work. I leave work at 4 o'clock, get up to the radiologist about 4:30, and I am so beat after that. I usually stop and film videos, or if I don't stop and film videos, I still pull over, and I don't normally get home till like 8 or 9. And usually I'm very tired, go right to sleep, but sometimes not. Today I was just totally exhausted. I got up a couple times, but I spent most of the day in bed. I did go to church today, and that's about it. What I'm going to do now is take you back down this trail. This is actually the top of Miller Peak, Miller Canyon, I guess they call it. You can see how beautiful this is out here, and why I did film the Liberty 72 stuff up there. Now this might actually be one of the few places when we get the crew together, the cast together to film this, we may actually get a van and bring the cast out here for some filming. But it's pretty consistent as far as the weather out here. You just got to make sure that you match the time of days with the plates you've already filmed. You know, if worst comes to worst, we can just film it in a studio. This here is a trail I'm on called the John Cooper Trail, for you locals that would know it. Down there is actually a private house. I don't know what it is. It's a Scientology compound or something, but you know, the cult members and stuff all like to do these things out in the middle of nowhere. So whatever it is, they've set up out here. Got to find where I dropped my glasses. They keep popping out of my where'd it go? The glass keeps popping out of my glasses. It's here somewhere. I will find it. And you can hear somebody coming up now behind me. And they may be either going to the compound, residential, who knows what's up there, or they may be coming up here. There it is. Finally found it. Okay. Now, you really got to watch it here for weather. It can be nice and dry here, but if it rains uphill, it's going to really completely flood the ravines through here. And some of this means you can't get your car across until the water that comes out of nowhere disappears just as fast. It just comes down in a big wall of water, goes through. Really dumb to try to drive through it, but I guess people do, and get the cars taking miles and miles downstream and lose their lives at the same time, so it's not worth it. I traveled this backwoods quite a lot here in Cochise County, and I've only had to wait 1 or 2 times. But if you try to go through it, you're just asking for trouble. I think they found a lady had been taken several miles further than where her car was, but she was dead, and they found her body miles and miles and miles downstream. It's just not worth it. One of these ravines I'm talking about, you know, anywhere else in the country they would call it a ditch, but here they call it a wash. I don't know who came up with that name, but you always got to kind of like traffic at a stop sign. You have to actually look both ways before you cross, because you could see a 8-foot wall of water coming at you at about 120 miles an hour right through here, and it will just take you straight down the other way as far as it can take you. But 99% of the time I've been out here, probably 99.9% of the time I've been out here, it's passable. Even if it's not, just pull over, read your Twitter or your Facebook, wait for it to go away, and just a little bit of time it will. But yeah, you got the John Waynes that want to take their 4x4s through, and most of them do, but it's still kind of rolling the dice. It's really none of my business who is actually parked up here with their private property, but it's just kind of funny to me that they would stake out land up here, hook up to city services or county services, and pretty much just have a compound. You don't know what they're doing, you know, Al-Qaeda training camp, who knows? But it just kind of, those kind of things kind of make me curious when I see them. It could be a religious retreat somewhere, who knows? Maybe just a couple houses, who knows? But I'm always curious, anyway, when I run into these things. As you can see, the moon's getting covered up by the clouds already. We have a little guard dog over here too. Kind of going the wrong way here, but I just want to take you down here a little ways on the main trail. Like I said, this is a couple of miles east of Carr Canyon, and it's kind of around the other side. It's all the same wonderful Huachucas mountain ranges. And that up there would be probably the Miller Peak itself, and that's on the other side of that is where I filmed last week. Going down toward the Mexico. This is the compound we have down here. Houses, who knows what it is. I don't see a lot of ranching out here. I see a lot of bear poop and a lot of deer, but not anything like that. Some birds out there found some water. They're happy as can be. Anyways, yeah, keep praying for me, because I'm really starting to take a turn for the worse, I think, this weekend. And I need to turn it around if I can, or at least stop it. And as always, I will pray for you.